Okay, so thanks for waiting. So I went ahead and I wanted to check your Medicare eligibility. So it does show that you have Part A, effective June 1st, 1997. You don't have Part B. So now the thing is, if you went to Social Security and applied for Part B, it's not going to go retroactive. Okay, so you have some
No,
choices.
I applied within the window. They failed. That's not my problem, ma'am.
You said you applied for Part B Medicare?
Mm-hmm.
When did you apply for Part B Medicare?
I have the paperwork at home. It was during the window you were supposed to apply.
What's the date that you applied?
It was last year, I think between October and November, or, when you...
Because that would be with the Social Security Administration.
That's correct, and I have the paperwork at home. Okay. I'll have to bring it in.
Okay, well, go ahead and bring it in. I'd be more than happy to take a look at it.
All right, so now...
But as of right now, Medicare doesn't show that you have eligibility for Part B, okay? You do have some choices. You can apply for the Medi-Cal program, which they will go retroactive 90 days. This date of service is 8/3, so you're still within the 90-day window.
I'm not applying for Medicaid. I'm applying for my Medicare Part B, which I dropped when your hospital broke the law. That's the reason I dropped it, was to make the point that you guys had screwed me.
Okay. So so basically what we do is we do encourage patients to apply for Medi-Cal. In this case, you don't have coverage for your outpatient services.
It wasn't outpatient. I came in, I requested it to be covered under Part A because I had a doctor's note to be admitted into emergency.
Okay. Well, all I can tell you is this is an emergency department account. Okay. So it's outpatient.
Well, and all I can tell you is I requested the correct thing and that they didn't do it correctly, so it's not my problem.
Okay, well, it is your problem because you're getting a bill.
So. Oh, it's not my problem because I didn't sign saying that I would accept the bill.
Well, I'd like for you to lower your voice.
Well, no, I'd like for you to stop playing me.
Okay.
Thank you.
So here's the bottom line is, this is a self-pay account because you don't have coverage for outpatient services, okay? So
are you here to help me or are you here to continue to harass me? Well, I don't consider this help when I've already told you, everything, and you keep trying to change the narrative.
And this is what we're asking patients to do. Is
okay, you can ask all you want. You can ask all you want.
Once you apply for Medi-Cal, if you get denied, you can come back and apply for
you can ask all you want.
And then that would...
In the meantime, I've done everything correctly. You guys have failed, not me.
Okay, but
so you can ask all you want.
You've done everything correctly, I'm not really...
Well, if you're not sure, then, that's your problem.
I'm not clear what you say, what you've done correctly.
I requested, to be covered under Part A since I've been checked in by a doctor. I was told that that's what was going to happen. I've got the video. So that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, and what I can tell you is that...
you have already, for the third time, at nauseum, lady.
Okay.
At nauseum, lady.
So right
at
now...
nauseum, lady.
Okay. So at this point,
All right, so let's go over some of these bills anyway. My question on these, for this $17,000 bill, you realize I don't even know what the lab results were? I never even was consulted by the doctor and told what the results were or anything? Is that a yes? You do acknowledge that, or no? You don't know.
I'm hearing what you're saying, but I
but
can't
you don't
address
know.
Your medical
of course
care.
not.
So, do you have a primary care doctor that's here on the campus?
Of course not. Okay. My last primary care doctor that was on this campus was Mitchell Katz, who abandoned me because I was suing the city. All right, so let's go down these things. I saw that there's what is this charge for drugs of abuse screen? $214. What does that mean?
Okay, let me just turn your copy around and see if this is the same thing.
Yes, of course it is. I don't play games.
Okay, so go ahead and point at it again. Which one is it?
The $214 one. It says drugs of abuse screen.
Well, I can tell you that there's lab work that gets done when you come into the emergency department.
Okay, that's not answering my question.
But you're interrupting, so let me finish. In terms of the lab work that gets done, they are screening for certain things. Specifically what this, again, this description here is kind of a brief description of what they're looking for. I'd have to go into the actual medical record to see specifically what they were screening for. But, verbatim, it just says drugs of abuse screens. That's probably kind of a general panel that they do.
It says abuse, drugs of abuse. That leads me to believe that, they think I'm a drug addict or something.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can't address,
Is there anybody here who can answer the questions appropriately?
Well, here's the thing. You've come here to the billing office because you're getting a bill. You're
That's
getting
correct.
a bill.
And I'm asking what's on the bill, and the billing office can't help me with that.
Actually, you're initially asked about that you shouldn't get this bill. And so what I'm telling you is you're getting this bill because you don't have insurance coverage.
Yes, I've heard it's been free,
Right. And
I told you I did, and, it's all been ignored.
Now
Well,
you have specific questions about
I
the
am
actual
asking
charges.
I am.
Okay. And I can tell you that I can certainly, we do have a revenue analyst that can investigate the
Thank
charges
you.
and review the charges versus the medical
Thank
record.
you. And then
Now, what I can do is I can bring a highlighter. You can highlight the charges that are on here, and then what we can do is I can ask the revenue
I can just
analyst
give you the
to
one that
look
I have the
record.
question marks by right here.
Okay, so
All
I'm
right,
going to get a
so-
highlighter, and I'm just going to have you highlight them, and then we can do.
God, what part of English doesn't she understand?
Okay.
What part of
So,
English doesn't she
let me get the
understand?
highlighter for you.
What part of English do they not understand here? I was going to give her mine that has the question marks. Then, you know, no need for highlighting, but you know,
So you
once
have question
again,
marks
people
on? Where's the
never
question
listen to me.
marks?
They never listen.
Where are
They
the
just
question
do.
marks?
Right here.
Okay. Okay, so you want a review of these 4 charges?
I believe there's 4, question marks.
Okay. All right.
You
Do
can
you
give
want
me
me to
back my
photocopy
copy.
this then? or-
Do whatever you would like, madam, at this point, because apparently you're going to get a highlighter, you're going to do whatever you want anyway. So
Okay.
please do that.
Okay, so what I can do is I can give you, I can go ahead and write down my name and phone number.
That'd be
okay?
great. Now remember, I have a second bill here that we need to talk about too, so.
Okay, let's take a look at the second bill.
Wonderful. Okay, what is this bill for?
This is for a visit on 8/7,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like it's a clinic, well, it could be a clinic bill, and it's also a self-pay. And this is an outpatient bill, which is also why you're receiving it.
And what
This is a
services
general-
did I receive?
Well, that's use of room and an exam, so.
Use of
so you have
room and an
questions about
exam.
these charges as well?
Oh, of course, because on 8/7, I never got an exam, you know, and, you know, I'm just wondering, is this Medicare fraud?
Which
Am I now
one-
being billed for things that never happened?
Well, this isn't getting billed to Medicare because you don't have Medicare coverage for outpatient services.
Once again, that's your opinion, you
Well,
know,
it's-
that's
it's a
fine.
fact.
No. The fact is,
This
this
is
is
not
a
getting
misbilled.
billed to the Medicare
That's
program.
correct, because it's misbilled.
This is actually this is an
That's because
outpatient
it's
account,
misbilled.
and you don't have coverage
That's
for
because it's
outpatient
misbilled.
services under Medicare.
That's because it's
So-
misbilled.
Okay. So do you have questions about these charges
Yes,
as well?
I
'Cause
just
can-
told you.
Okay, so I can roll this up also. with
Yes,
the,
and I
with
have
the
question
review.
marks by them, so you wouldn't have problems.
Okay. And then the address that's here, the 1369
Yes.
Hay Street, Apartment B? Okay. So normally what we do is we do formally respond to our patients